Hey team, Major Foe here. Operation Cipher, turn 15.2. Russia, January 1943. Correction, July 1943. Two bits of housekeeping. The sub-raid here in A37, it's advanced subs, and there's no radar, so that line gets maxed out. So it's 5, 2 on this, and 3 on this line. And I've already moved the Americans down another dollar for 72. Last turn I was successful in my technology, giving me a free rocket base and a free jet fighter, so I'll just put those both in Leningrad. Um, all right, on to tech rolls. So, advanced mechs we're going for. We need 7 or above. 8, that'll work, so that goes to stage 1. We'll try for improved construction as well. That's a 7 or above. 11, that'll work. Hopefully I didn't waste these 2 good rolls on the other ones that I actually wanted. Heavy armor, 8 or above. 12, looks like it did not, so that goes to stage 3. And long range aircraft, 8 or above. 10, 4 for 4, that's shocking. Okay. So hopefully that didn't ruin my chances at good dice down the road. I did forget to set up a couple attacks here. Clone that. I have 3 rockets. I'm going to send 1, 2 at this factory and 1 at this factory. So that's just a D6 roll. There's no interception. There's no radar. Anything like that. My camera skills haven't changed. Terrible as ever. So I'll put that here. Change that to red. Okay, so at Leningrad, we have 3 rocket attacks on the German economy. They have a range of 3, so 1 into A14, 2 into A12, and one of those rockets will go after the factory in Eastern Germany, and 2 of the rockets will go after the factory in Western Germany. Just have to remember to take those off. Into Warsaw. The town's not surrounded, so this defends at a 3, and plus, or any 1s will be against vehicle class units. So out of Lubelski, the 94th will come in, and out of Eastern Poland, parts of the 98th will go in. So I'll leave the parts that are not going in Lubelski and make a total mess of the place. Okay, a fighter and a tactical bomber will fly 1, 2, having 2 movements remaining. And the 3 motorized and 2 AA guns will move up and join that fight. Okay, so we have 8 infantry, 4 motorized, and 2 AA guns against the militia with a fighter and a tactical bomber. So if he does score a 1, it's going to go against these motorized infantry. For the last attack, 5 infantry move down to southern Iraq, and that fighter will move 1, 2, having 2 movements remaining versus the militia, which is here. I'm pretty sure I don't have any other attacks. No, that's it. Okay, let's start with the bombing here. 1 rocket against the factory in Eastern Germany. That's a 5, so there's now 5 damage on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 5 damage on this factory. That eliminates that rocket. And then there's 2 rockets against this factory here. So first rocket, that's a 4. There's 2 there already. 2, 3. So that's 4 damage for the first rocket. Okay, and the second rocket will do 5 damage, so 9 damage in total. Not sure what's going on there. 8, 9. There's 9 on there. That rocket is done. Leave that out there. So 5 damage to the major factory in Eastern Germany and 9 damage to the major factory in Western Germany. Okay, into Warsaw, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. A fighter and a tactical bomber. They're all at 2. There's no terrain penalties. The militia is at a 3 with target select on a 1 versus the motorized. And the fighter's at 6 and the tactical bomber in purple is at 7 with target select that does not matter. So round 1, an infantry hit, 2 infantry hit, and both of the aircraft hit. So the militia was unsuccessful with a roll of 7. That will put Russia up 1, Germany down 1. Russia goes to 65, Germany goes to 43. Also, I now own Warsaw and Central Romania, so I get 2 free infantry in Central Romania, and I get 1 free fort in Central Romania. I'll just put that on the 4 corners. Okay. On to the other combat down here in southern Iraq. I've got 5 infantry at 1 in the desert. I've got the fighter at 6 and the militia is at 2. Wow, I got 2 1s. They rolled an 8, so they missed, and the fighter also hit with a 6. So not a bad day for the Russians today. Okay, so that militia is now gone. The combat is complete. And just move that out of the way. Okay, Russia goes up another $1 to 66. Okay, I believe that is all of the combat movements. So now we'll go on to non-combat. This fighter moved 2 spaces down. It'll move 1, 2 spaces back. The infantry in Eastern Anatolia will move down 1 to Northern Iraq. I can just rail this cat around and he stops in Eastern Anatolia versus using my transport at this moment. No change here, no change here. 3 of the 4 infantry in Bessarabia will move into Romania. That medium tank will move up and join the 98th. The units here in Lubelski will move down into the 98th. Okay, I'll sort this one out in a second, but we have Katyushas times 2, and we have T-34s times 2. Which will also move over. And of course, I've got one of them upside down. They're on this card. Organize that card shortly. Okay. We have 4 infantry moving over. On that card. The tactical bomber has 2 movements remaining. It'll move 1 into, was it East Poland, and 2 into Central Romania. The fighter also moves 2 more spaces. We have a jet fighter in Western Ukraine. We'll move 1, 2 into Central Romania. somehow. We have the fighter in Kiev. We'll move 1, 2, 3 into central Romania. And then we have 2 jet fighters. They'll stay in Kiev. Okay, this transport will move 1, 2, grab the airborne. 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll land in Kiev. Okay, I might need a task force marker for Kiev. It's too small and the sprites are too big. Okay, southern Belarusia has 4 militia. So 2 militia are going to go back to Smolensk. 1 is going to go back to Oral Kursk. 3 infantry in Oral Kursk. 2 of which will rail to the west. Nope, correction. 1 of which, because I already used 1 rail. Right, moving this cat down. So 2 of which will move 1 more space to southern Belarusia, and 1 of them will rail all the way over to Cheetah. Okay, out of the 74th, I'll move a jet fighter and a fighter, and probably the other jet fighter. So in Norland, there's 2 jet fighters and a fighter. And infantry will move into Tuleg, southern Norway, Gotland, and the cavalry will rail into Helsinki. Nope, can't because the stupid rail gauge changes. 1, 2. It'll just stay in Norland. Okay, no change there, no change there. 2 jet fighters. Okay, I think that's it. There's nothing else to move. I'll move 1 infantry from Cheetah to Amur. Yep, that seems like it. So in the 94th, there's 8 infantry, 4 motorized 2 AA guns in Warsaw. Romania's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 infantry, jet fighter, 2 fighters, and a tactical. Kiev's got 2 jets, transport, airborne, and 3 militia. Hard to see, but that's the major pieces there. Okay, we'll go to place units. Oh, did I even talk about the units I purchased? I did not. Dang it. $67. Apologies, folks. $10 on 2 Katyushas. $10 for a sub and lend leasing the British a mechanized. $10 for 2 T-34s. That's 10, 20, 30. 42 is a jet fighter for 12. Finishing the airfield for Norland will be $3, so that's 45. 2 militia upgrades, $4, so that's 49. And then 6 infantry at $3 a piece, which is 18. 49 and 18 is 67. Pretty sure. Could be wrong. My maths are not always right. Okay, so Leningrad gets a jet fighter. Kiev is getting 2 T-34s and 2 Katyushas. I will make a card for that. Lend leasing out of Crimea down through the Suez and up into Maharashtra. I think the only sub is Japanese. I'm not at war with Japan, only at war with Germany. So if Japan wants to declare, they can try and interdict that. Otherwise, I think we're good. There's no other units. This destroyer, but it doesn't get to interdict. Should be good. Worst case we could. Nope, those don't connect because I just took that. I could go through Syria, Transjordan, onto their rails and out, but I don't have to avoid that. Two militia upgrades are for Norland. Okay, two infantry will go to Norland. I have improved factories, so I can place two. I have four left. Two will go to Romania. One will go to Stalingrad, and one will go to Moss. Oops. Should probably put two in Oral Kursk, and then I'll just put one in Romania, two in Romania, none in Stalingrad, none in there. Okay, so two to Oral Kursk, two to Romania, and two to Norland. That's 2, 4, 6. That's all of them. Okay, I think that's it. I'll clean this up before I save it. I'll put a task force marker in Kiev before I save the game. But we're at $66 plus 3 for the bonus. Takes us to 69. Which I forgot to show that. And then down here, we should be at 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I have the European buffer zone, which is 7, 8. No chance of that, no chance of that, no chance of these. So, barring any crazy movements, I think that's where Russia's going to end up. So it's between the Axis and Allies to fight out where they're going to get the rest from. But it's a long press to any of the other points for me. So once again, thanks again for watching. That's the Russian turn 15.2.